Hi everyone, we're doing a Q&A for no reason. I was just sat here and I was doing this going working and I thought, why don't we start for a Q&A? So I uploaded a photo to my Instagram story requesting questions via the medium of DM. I got quite a lot. Once I got enough, I deleted them. Not deleted them, deleted the story so that I didn't keep, you know what I mean? So I've screenshotted all the questions. We got a lot, we're gonna get through them. It's time for fucking wisdom gains with Joey D in a kimono. Right, kimono Joe. Timeline for global domination, imminent. I would say probably global domination will occur in the next 12 to 18 months. I would hope to be on my way there by the end of 2018. What characteristics constitute being a sick guy? Well, I think sick guy is in the eye of the beholder, so really it depends on the characteristics that you value. Best 3 tips to keep a bird interested. I would say just be the guy that got her interested in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there must have been certain qualities that you exhibited that attracted this female or male, if you're female, or male, you know what I mean, attracted your significant other in the first place. And I think particularly if you've been in a relationship for a long time, you have to be very aware of what they are, you know, and continue to display these qualities, because that is what she signed up for. And think about it, if you got with a girl because she was spontaneous and wild and that was something that you valued, but then a year down the line she's like this cautious motherfucker and she's like weighing everything up before she does it and she's not really being that person, I'd be mad. I'd be like, yo, this wasn't the deal, I'm out. So, I mean, that's not 3 tips, that's just 1 tip. I don't know how many tips. 3 tips. I'm not sat around writing lists, man. Why are you such a philanthropic vibey motherfucker? He says philanthropic. I think he means philosophical. Because I'm not particularly philanthropic. I would like to be more philanthropic. I don't know, really. I just talk about shit that interests me, which I suppose is a lot of shit. Do your tattoos have meaning? They just mean I'm just cool, mate. That's it. No, really. They just mean at one point in my life I liked what they look like. No, I happen to still like what they look like, but I also understand that at one point I probably won't like them, but I'm fine with that because I liked them at the time, and there is a value in the fleeting, transient nature of things that you like, and you can at least like the memory of liking them. That's weird. Do you tense in all of your photos? Yes, probably. Most of them. Any that I don't have clothes on for, I will be tensing in those, because this is Instagram. I gotta get the likes in, gotta sell the fucking programs, gotta make dough, gotta pump the engagement, gotta get them brand deals. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live, man. Rice Krispies aren't cheap, not the proper ones. They have been on offer recently though, that's sad. Where do you get the money to travel that much from? I just do work. I also travel on a budget, man, like quite... I was kind of rich actually, looking at some of the places I stayed last year, but when I kind of travel on a budget, you know, I travel with other people, so you're always splitting costs. Flights are always cheap, you know, I'm sharing a fucking suitcase with my bird. You know, I mean, I just make a normal amount of money on, it's just that I spend it all on that. I don't really spend money on anything else, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't see me driving a sick car. It's because I haven't got one, mate. It's because I've got a Seat Leon, a 1.2 litre engine, and I never fucking use it, so there you go. Burrito or burrito bowl? Any more silly fucking questions? I'm not even, hopefully it's obvious, man. Burrito. Otherwise it's not a burrito, it's just shit in a bowl. There's no such thing as a burrito bowl. You've taken the main element of a burrito away from it. You know what I mean? It's like putting if I put cheese and some passata or tomatoes and like bits of meat in a bowl, can I say, look, there's a pizza bowl? You tell me, get the fuck out of here, man. Suffered a shoulder injury 1 year ago, and I've been training since then. I had surgery 3 months ago and I'm finally able to train again, but weak as fuck. Lost over 12 kilograms, blah, blah, blah. How can I get back on training if I'm that weak? There's no, you know, I don't even understand the question. Just because you're weak doesn't mean you can't train. You just train with less weight on and then build your strength back up. If anything, it's, you know, it's going to be quite good because you'll find quick improvements and like fast reward, man, because you'll adapt more quickly because you had a long time off training and you previously had more muscle mass than you had. You actually see really quick progress, which means that you have to have less patience than everyone else who's just like plodding along, putting a tiny bit extra on the bench once a fucking month on the bar, you know what I mean? Maybe adding a tiny bit of weight. Like, you can make gains fast, man. Obviously start lighter, but everything else is the same. Any tips on surviving a 5-day festival abroad? No, not really. Just stay safe, man. Just, you know, just don't do stupid shit. Did you have a decent cushion in terms of cash to start YouTubing coaching? Yeah, I mean, I saved up a bit of money, not a lot. Like, I saved up enough to get me going. I mean, that was going down. That was going down while my PT and online / earnings were going up, and then it got to a point. I mean, there was a risky spot, like, don't get me wrong, there was a point when I was on my fucking ass. In fact, I don't know if I mentioned this, there was a point when I was in Australia, which was only like a year and a half ago, right? I had like 7k subs, my engagement was shit on Instagram, you know, and I thought I was like basically I had no fucking money. There was one time, I think it was like before Christmas and January hit, when like I started getting more coaching clients in and stuff, obviously because it's January, there was a time when I couldn't afford a flight home, mate. I had like less than £300 to my name, you know what I mean? I was a 25-year-old halfway across the world with less than £300 in his bank account, mate. But I was fucking rich in feels, man. You know what I mean? And this is actually one of the things that made me less arsed about money, because it just didn't correlate to me. Like money and like, there's a base level that I suppose you need, like, but I wasn't gonna go hungry, and I had shelter. So I always look at that time and think, you know what? I was just as happy then as I am now, so I'm not gonna ever kind of put too much focus on just making wedge, mate, because I've been poor and I've been slightly less poor, and I was happy both times, man. How do you set the right balance of training, eating right, to living a normal life with partying, enjoying life with the mags? I mean, training and eating right is part of enjoying life for me. It's not like I think, oh fuck, I've got to eat this salad. Like, I like salads, man. They're nice, mate. If you're talking about like cutting and tracking and stuff, I've been doing shit so long, it's just a habit. Same with training, man. I never think, oh fuck, I've got to go to the gym. It's just something that I do, man. It's like brushing my teeth. I've just been doing it for so long that it's not a bad thing to me. It's not something I have to force myself to do. In terms of balance, like, I think balance can be overthought. You can read too much into balance and be like, oh, am I putting adequate time into my friend group and adequate time into my work and my leisure and, you know, self-reflection and this and that. You just think, at the end of the day, are you happy, man? Like, are you happy? Like, are you in a good mood the majority of the time? I don't know anyone who's in a better mood than me as often as, like, I don't remember last time I was in a bad mood. I'm not just fucking about, like, legit, you know. So I don't overthink my situation and think, shit, am I balancing this right? You know, because sometimes it's alright to not see your mates for a couple of weeks. If they're your mates, they don't give a fuck, and you don't give a fuck, it's fine, you know. Because everyone, I believe that everyone, to some extent, there's a kind of, there's something admirable about putting yourself first. Now, there is context to that. It depends. I'm not going to go deep into it now, but yeah. One song to listen to for the rest of your life. Somersault by 07. It's not techno before you go searching for it. It's just a bird with a sick voice. It's great lyrics. It's all about love and stuff. It makes me feel. What advice would you give to someone about to go on reality TV? To be honest, I'm not the authority on this. I don't know. Just don't. I would say don't be a helmet, but it's probably better if you just do be a helmet, because that seems to be what goes down well, mate. I tell you what, if you get a big following, if you go on reality TV and you manage to do alright out of it, get a big Instagram following that, here's number one tip: offer some fucking content in like your Instagram, or if you start a YouTube or whatever it is, offer some content other than just wearing the latest fucking t-shirt, right? Because there's all this group of reality TV people, yeah. They'll go on reality TV, they'll get like 200, 300, 500,000 followers, and obviously when they first get those followers, their engagement's sick, right? But then it's just picture after picture after picture after picture, wearing this new fresh tee from such and such couture. And then look at their engagement now. They're all on like 500,000 followers and they're getting like 3k likes, mate. It's tragic. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, yours fucking truly takes decent fucking pictures, knows how to throw a caption together, maintains, increases engagement over time. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste it, is what I'm saying. When would you consider yourself as a top YouTuber? I don't know, man. What metric are you gonna judge by? Are you gonna judge by subscribers, by views, by what, man? I don't know. I've never even thought about. I'm nowhere near the realms of top. There's not one single thing that would put me anywhere near the upper echelons of YouTuber. Not content, not fucking, definitely not production value. You know, I don't give a fuck, man, really, about being a top YouTuber. Just give a fuck about being a top bloke, mate. Top guy. I know you're a very vibey, positive motherfucker. But do you get them days of self-doubt? If so, how do you deal with them? Not really. I mean, I'm not going to pretend to relate and try and bestow wisdom, because I have nothing to offer in this current scenario. I don't feel like I'm particularly positive. I don't feel like I'm a positive person. I just feel like I'm aware of, I just feel like I feel like positivity is something that a lot of people who preach positivity, it's feigned, like false positivity, man. And actually, they're just trying to convince themselves and trying to convince everyone else like how happy they are. I'm the happiest one, you know. And it goes back to being an ego thing, like, you know, because it's like, look how big my dick is, mate, because I'm the most positive motherfucker, you know. I'm not positive, I'm just light-hearted, man. I'm just light-hearted. I'm laid back. I think a good perspective on shit, you know, that makes me not worry about stupid shit and not fucking, you know, yeah. Don't know again. If there's one thing you absolutely want to achieve in this life, what would it be? Hey, fuck knows, mate. You know, that's the question, innit? You know, if everyone knew exactly what they wanted to achieve, they'd just go and do it, man. Because it's not that hard to do things. The hard part is knowing what you want to do, you know. Because the answer really is nothing. There's nothing in your genes that say this guy's going to be a pro skateboarder and that's really what he wants to do, and all he's got to do is uncover it. There's nothing like deep, nothing that you've got to discover. You've just got to have fun, man, and like keep doing things until something entertains you enough. But it'll never be the thing that you are meant to do, because there isn't a thing, man. you're not meant to do anything, man. You're not, you know, no one was born to go on X Factor, mate. You weren't born for it. It's not your destiny. It's not your fate. There's no such fucking thing. You know, I wasn't born to be a YouTuber. I wasn't born to lift or do anything like this. There's no purpose to my life, man. I'm just making one by, you know, trying to have a good time. You know, and the fun is not knowing, right? Everyone wants to know exactly what they're gonna do. Everyone's like on the journey of self-discovery and what is it that I'm supposed to do? What's my one thing that I have to focus on? I think the fun is discovering, man. There are a lot of things that I've tried and eventually dropped. For example, I studied maths at uni, right? And for a time I was immersed in it and I actually loved it. I used to just spend fucking nights in the library just reading about shit and doing my own work and that, and I just immersed myself in it, and now I don't give a fuck. But do I regret it and look back on it like oh shit, I wish I didn't waste time on that? Nah, because that's the tussle of life, man. You trying shit, and you know, that's the fun, man. We don't know. So I don't know what I want to achieve. I'm just gonna try and achieve different things and then probably just get bored of them and try and do other shit. Do you think if you were single again you would go back to a short back and sides due to it likely being a higher percentage of girls' taste? So would I cut my hair to appeal to more girls? No, because taste and preference is just an illusion, man, with girls. No offense, girls, but you don't know what you fucking want, man. Like, I will tell you what you want. Same with everyone. Same with everything. You know, if I am convinced and convincing that long hair is attractive, and I'm speaking to a girl sat here, you know, my mindset just has to be strong enough to convince her. You know, there's no such thing as like, you know, it's actually funny as fuck when girls say, oh, I've got, yeah, he's my type, and he's my type, and like, oh, he's not my type. Okay. Whatever you say, because, you know, I've heard that before, and it doesn't stand up to the test. You know what I mean? The answer is no, I'm keeping the fucking hair. Hardest brand or brand deal you had to say no to for one reason or another? E.g. ethics. Fuck knows, man. Like, I've been asked to do some stupid shit on, you know. There's like mad fucking, you get apps coming at you saying, oh, can you make a video telling your followers how good such and such, how good using this app is, and how you use this app to do this, and you know, or like there's loads of stupid shit that comes at you, man. This is why it's funny when people say, I rarely post any, like I have my consistent sponsors, which are just like bulk powders and Legend London. Basically, I'll do the odd thing for other people, very fucking rarely, right? A lot of my YouTube videos contain no sales pitch for any single product and are demonetized, or the money's going to whoever owns the track that I've used. I make no money off this, like no money off the majority of my videos, man. Not directly, maybe they'll help my channel grow and then they'll go to another video that I'll actually make money off or whatever. I don't do that many. And I say nah to a lot of them just because it's just not worth like bringing your fucking. If you endorse something, then it better be decent, man. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you just bring your integrity into question, and that's not how you keep a good relationship with the people who watch your shit and like your shit on Instagram. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like it if one of my mates knocked on my door and tried to sell me a Hoover, man. You know, and so you just have to think about it, and sometimes you can get offered a lot of fucking money for shit, man. It's crazy. I actually sometimes think, right, if I was gonna fuck it all off, I would just accept, right, if I was gonna fuck everything off, right, and just quit YouTube and quit everything, I would just accept a fuckload of brand deals and just smash them all out in the last like week. Like smash videos out every day and do like a post every day on Instagram or two that was like all ads, and just watch the following just crumble, mate. Just watch the engagement die. Like just as an experiment, man, and also to make fucking wedge. Are cheat days during a gaining phase damaging to the physique? I.e. 5,000 to 6,000 calories above gaining calories. Wow, lad. I struggle with a massive appetite. No, mate. No one's got that appetite. You struggle with binge eating, mate. No one needs 6,000 calories to make themselves feel full. Nobody. That's binge eating, mate. There's not an appetite, so let's fucking be straight. Never feel full and satisfied even when gaining, right? So, you know, the first thing I would suggest is clean your fucking diet up, man. As in, like, eat more fruit and veg, because let's say you're bulking on, let's say you're a big fucking lad and you're bulking on 4,000 calories, right? If you're getting the majority of that through like fruit, veg, like grains and shit, you know, dry carbs, oats, rice, shit like that, mainly for, you know, potatoes, all that kind of stuff, and you're keeping your fats down, like, you will be full, man. The only way. But then the other end of the spectrum is, if you can eat 4,000 calories, and if you eat it, if it's just shit, then it's not going to be satisfying whatsoever, and then you will go over your calories. So I would say, eat clean, bro. That's what I'd say. Favourite meal if you're trying to cut? White potatoes, about 350 grams, about 200 grams of broccoli, and chicken breast. Obviously boil the potatoes, steam the broccoli, and like grill the chicken breast or whatever. Chop it all up in a big bowl. Nando's, medium, peri-peri sauce. Low as fuck cal, and just about as filling as you can possibly get for a meal. So try that shit out, it's great. If you're planning on getting into the gym again after a long time off, is it better to start back on a bulk or on a cut, or does it matter? To be honest, if you're going straight back in and you're jumping straight back onto a good, you know, consistent training regime, decent quality of training, you can probably like recomp to an extent and just eat it around maintenance. Those changes will occur providing you're not like fairly young, you know. Yeah, that should. But aside from that, I can't really answer the question without knowing. It depends on your specific situation. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you're getting back into the gym after a long time off and you're like clinically obese, then you don't need me to answer that. I know you don't give a fuck about anyone else, but if you could do a collab with anyone from a different country, who would it be and why? Let me fucking think, man. See, collab, like, if I just meet other like fitness folks, I'd probably say Mark Fit, just because I feel like he's like a little bit, in a weird way, like, because he's got a lot of like French followers and stuff as well. In a weird way, he's a bit like removed from the usual fitness crowd. You don't really see him like, I don't know, I think you might get a bit of a different perspective from the guy. Who else? Don't know, there's plenty to be honest, but I might just do a big ass trip and just take them all off, mate. Hit Nick Bear up, give him a shout. She's like a cool guy. How long should I go Ibiza for? Like, what would you say would be the optimal duration? I don't want to be out there too long that I die. Is a possibility. Also, don't want to be out there for not long enough. I would say a week is plenty in Ibiza. Like, if you do it well. Honestly, I've been for like 3 or 4 days before and it's been fucking enough, man. It just depends on the intensity, man. But do not go for longer than a week if it's the first time you're going. That's just the standard. Just don't do it, mate, because otherwise, R.I.P. James Davison 19. What was the moment you knew you wanted to do YouTube? I didn't, right? It goes back to like not really knowing what you're supposed to do. I didn't, like, I just do stuff, and then shit that feels good, I just do it again, and that's why I'm still uploading videos. That was the Q&A. Hope you enjoyed it. Like my shit. Whatever. See you later. See you in the next video in a bit.
Delaney is my hero.